Hello, my name is GregTech, and welcome back to our GregTech New Horizons Season 2. Okay, so I have actually been a little bit busy crafting stuff up. I've gone ahead and crafted up another astral array, and I am working on a fifth one. So we have four now, and I am working on the final. This isn't like everything, but for the most part, this is the majority of it. And other than just a lot of the blast furnace recipes and mixer recipes and stuff, uh, we're doing this at a pretty decent clip. It looks like there is a lot to do, but a lot of this stuff goes almost instantaneously. It's a lot of it is kind of like in queue behind other stuff. Like Infinity Catalyst takes a little bit of time. But yeah, a lot of this stuff, it just kind of, it goes like really, really quick once the slower recipes have kind of finished up. But I did want to show this because now I'm like really confused how the astral things work. So as we know, we put one astral array in there, we got 8 parallel. Then we put 2 in there and we got 32. Then we put a third one in, didn't get anything. And then we put a fourth one in, and now we're getting 64. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure the math on that. Why did it go 1, 8, 32, 32, 64? I thought it would have. I feel like, I don't know. The one with 3 like really threw me for a loop. I'm not entirely sure why that didn't give any parallel, even though it was recognizing there was parallel there. Unless the... You know what? I'm wondering if possibly it was just a tooltip error for the second one. Maybe that's what it was? Maybe it's actually doing... It does 8 parallel, then maybe it's 16, 32, 64, so the next one will be 128. Is that maybe what it's doing? And that when it said 2 parallel 32, maybe I was just... Well, I don't know. No, because I was putting 4 times the amount of... I don't know. I don't know. It's running. We're getting parallel. And the kind of annoying thing is it's a bit hard to test this stuff because the recipes are so long. I mean, I guess I could throw more in here, but it's not. It doesn't really matter. Basically, you just put more in, you get more parallel. It doesn't matter like the exact numbers if tooltips are wrong or whatever. But yeah, we're getting some decent parallel here. So still got to get it up higher and higher. And I think it's not actually increasing the amount of power that it uses all that much, to be honest. Because the power gen ones, they produce what? 129 or 1.29. And this is negative 2.3, and this has 4 of them in there. So it's not like super... It doesn't like ramp up like crazy. It might the more we put in, obviously, but for now, I think we're doing like two power ones is covering this, basically. Although we do have that. That one's kind of insignificant, but that one is actually a decent amount, so... Yeah, like 3 power IF harmonies are kind of keep it up with the resource ones. But we are starting to get a decent amount of molten universium and it will just get better and better. I do think I need to, and I'm gonna wait till this craft finishes. I do need to sort out this, I think. Like our void cells they're like partitions, so nothing like, I'm not gonna accidentally void my whole A system by throwing them in the main network, because they are partitioned, so I don't really have to worry about that. I think we're pretty safe just dumping that in the main network. And now we've kind of got all our stuff sorted. Like, I'm not going to be doing any other... I don't think we're going to be doing any other planets, so these are pretty much set in stone for what we need. So I think we should be good. If I move all the stuff, we're not going to be like filling up random disk drives of stuff that should be in a digital cell, because these are all taken care of and sorted. But I do need to adjust. I guess we could... I guess it would be like 2 separate ones, wouldn't it? Because I do kind of want the... I haven't like finished this, but I would like to keep this stuff on the subnet, so it's not clogging up our main stuff. But so I would have to do one, the outputs go into one, and then we could just move these. They don't have to be right here. It's just kind of how I've done it. When that finishes, I could move them like over here. And then what would we... Oh wait, that's gonna mess some of that up, isn't it? Now that I'm thinking about it. I just realized, because we're gonna have to be pulling the hydrogen and helium and the condensed plasma. I think it's in here. I can't remember if I put it in a... No, I didn't. I think it's in the... I think it's in here. The condensed, yeah, raw solid plasma. I was like, if we move that to the main base, then that's going to screw up that. Okay, I have stuff I need to figure out. But in the meantime, I'm just going to finish crafting up the rest of this astral race, so we can get a 5th one going and check that out. Yeah, you can see, like, just from when we were talking, it's melted up all the ingots and all the things. It looked a lot crazier at first, but these two are still... It is crazy the amount of the cutting machine recipes that we need. Pretty crazy. I'm gonna have to spam even more of these. Thankfully, there's only a couple inputs, so it's really not... It doesn't take much time to sort that out, but yeah, I think that is definitely still a bottleneck. Just because the amounts that we need, that's in the millions. Okay, we are just crafting up those time dilation things. And as that was working, now that all the resources are out of the thing, they're all in the advanced assembly line, I am just kind of clearing up some of my ME drives. A lot of them were actually red, and I realized the problem was that our void cell that I have set up, I don't have everything in there yet, obviously. I'm kind of working on it, but it was in a regular drive, and that wasn't... It didn't have a priority. So the stuff actually wasn't being voided, it was just going in regular drives. So I have put that in its own little thing if we need, and I'm kind of just going through this. I've done this before, but like, yeah, that has 83 million crushed ice in it. We don't need that. I should just convert all that. I should just melt it down, and then I won't have to worry about that ever again. But like, yeah, yacht casings and stuff like that, I don't need these anymore. So it's literally just sitting in my A system, taking up room, and there really is no reason to have any of this. So I'm just kind of cleaning up everything as I go. And once I am done with that, I just kind of dump it back in here. And then it should void all the stuff that I don't want. So we shouldn't have all that crushed ice. Yeah, all that crushed ice is gone. So yeah, starting to get this. And I'm just deleting all this stuff. Oh shoot, I forgot to do the breezy. Oh well. I'll probably, once I get this all set, I will probably pull out every single disk drive and then run it through that ME thing again to void everything we want. Did I put a cell bench down here? I didn't. Could do that. It's up here, but yeah. So next time we run them through, that will avoid all those. I have disconnected and broke down a lot of the void stuff that I have. A lot of this comes from our bees. And to be honest, I don't know. I have kind of looked over that, and I just didn't really feel like messing with any of this. I don't really think we need most of this stuff anymore. It's a bit hard to see on that. Oh, there it is. Yeah, we're only running a few queens at the moment. Like Neutronium Infinity, we need the combs for the DTPF recipes. I actually don't know if we need poultry. I don't remember if we need those anymore. But I probably do need Infinity and Neutronium cones. We do use those. But I would like to break down a lot of this. This I would like to get rid of. But it's just kind of one of those, like, I don't want to, it works, so it's not like a priority. But I would like to get all this stuff kind of going into the same place. And I think while I am crafting up Eye of Harmony stuff, this is the perfect time. Also, crushed pyrite. Do we need this anymore? I don't remember. I think we did used to use this for thallium or something like that, didn't we? Is it purified? Purified. I think, yeah, we used to use it for thallium. Which I actually have quite a large amount of thallium now, so I could probably get rid of all that pyrite too. All right, anyway, I'm gonna just keep doing this, and then we will come back when we get the rest of this. I should probably craft up... Actually, let me finish this stuff, and then I need to craft up the last of the... It's the Infinity whatever's they're called. I forget what they're called. These things. Infinite space-time energy. We have everything else, though. Okay, I think we are pretty much done crafting up all the parts for our astral ray. I'm debating, I'm like, I don't know if I should get rid of those yet. It is pretty easy to get more. But some of the more rare ones, I'm like, I don't know if I should delete those. We'll leave the seeds in there. We have a whole lot of them. But actually, I may have been pruning my seeds as I've been going. Like, that doesn't feel as much. Oh, I also have disk drives here. They might be in there. Yeah, there. I have like a whole. See, I have like a whole disk drive. with a whole bunch of seeds and stuff. Also, green heart canisters, did we? I don't think I ever... I didn't. We crafted them up, but I never equipped them. That's kind of funny. Alright. See? Going through your A system is good every once in a while. Dump that in there. Alright, so like that shouldn't be in there. That should be in a digital storage drive. Sulfur wax. Actually, that's one of those things like I occasionally need. Soul sand, but it's not. We don't usually use it. Like in blue topaz and highlight, like a lot of this stuff needs to be trashed. Or it's in like the wrong drive. Like this should be in one of the digital storages over there. We probably got it from the space elevator, I think. But yeah, again, all these seeds, I'm like, hey, I honestly don't think we'll be actually needing any more seeds, to be honest. I may just get rid of them all, and then when I actually need them again, I will just complain. Like this, we've gotten some random, like, lathe recipe, probably. We used to use those. We no longer use that tier. Might as well get rid of them. That old stuff. Crap. Platinum nuggets. Yeah, just all this junk that just takes up room. And then we start getting like that, which I hate. I don't like seeing that. But yeah, I'm sorting it out. Anyway, we need to do the... Yeah, I finished the astral array. I think we have most of it. I think. Although I do have a disk drive in my inventory. It might have something up. Also, apparently we do need those blue topaz. That's kind of funny. Didn't we have that in... Yeah, we have it right there. Can't remember what that's actually used for, but apparently we need it. So, all right. Yeah, let me continue this. I need to deal with that, I think. And this. All our mutator stuff. Probably never going to build one of those. That is old. I'll leave UMV. We still do some UMV. A lot of these disk drives, I could, if I wanted to, do that. But we don't even use these anymore because we don't do that recipe. We don't do this recipe to make these. We do the circuit assembler recipe, so it's kind of pointless to keep that. I may keep the storage housing, but yeah, everything else can just go in the garbage. Oops, I forgot to. Need one of those cryolite. Actually, we'll just manually do it. There's not that much. So we just finished the astral array fabricator, and I just broke this, so it just started a new set. It was like 10 seconds in. I'm like, yeah, we're wasting a bit of stuff, but okay. I wanted to see how this works. So we had 64 before. Good. Take that. Goes. 64. I don't know. I don't get it. I don't get the math. I really don't. So, yeah, if anyone knows, let me know, because yeah, that didn't go up. Didn't we have... That's what we had with 4. So 3 and 5 don't seem to do anything. Am I understanding that? Understanding that correctly? I don't know. All right, well, we'll just continue crafting more up. It doesn't appear to be Can't remember the exact amount, but it's not like a super huge increase in power. Is it even worth keeping in there? I'm really even worth keeping in there. You know what? I'm just gonna break that. I know we're wasting of the some of the plasma, but it doesn't that important. Yeah, it doesn't appear to be doing anything. So yeah, absolutely nothing looks different. All right, well, I'm gonna leave that out. I don't see any reason to put that in there um, unless it's like just not showing correctly. Who knows? It doesn't seem like it's using any more of the stuff either, so yeah, I guess I'll just craft up another one and we'll see if it increases at 6 of them. Right, we are back. It's been quite a few hours later. I have gone ahead and crafted up one more of these. The other one was, I just ended up taking it out of the Eye of Harmony. I didn't see any reason to have it in there. So I have gone ahead and crafted up a second one. We did craft it up from scratch. It did take a few hours of real life time. Because, you know, this is still a lot of stuff that needs to be processed. I think we're gonna need to improve some of our processing. I think wetware is still a bit of a bottleneck, and nano processors are another one. We do craft these up very, very quickly, but the problem is more you just need millions of these because you need millions of Lapitrons and you need millions of these orb clusters and energy modules and stuff. I don't know what I think it was those, wasn't it? I think that was what yeah, for these advanced diffusion coils. So that is that. So I'm gonna fix this. I do need to, I have some of these. Maybe I'll fix all this at once. Like some of these are still like using like the way old setup I did with the GregTech pipes. Some of them are using a mixture of stocking input buses and regular. Like these are using, the stuff goes in there, but it is being filled with export buses for this stuff. So I should really redo all that AE stuff. Just always put it off because it works, and I just haven't really felt like I'm messing with it, to be honest. So we'll switch these over to use stocking input buses and stocking input hatches, I think. That makes it a bit easier to it makes it easier to expand too. But all right. Anyway, let me stop talking there. But for the most part, everything ran pretty well. We're just gonna, no, that's wasting like 10 minutes of runtime, and it's wasting some of that stuff, but put 2 in. Man, I don't, oh, there it goes. Okay, so now we're getting the 6, and it jumped up to 120, so it doubled it. I don't know. Just like how I don't I don't get that. I don't get the math behind this in the slightest. And we got all the pages. Upgrade lasers. We did do that. So it when one it did 8, then it did 32, then it did 32, then it did 64, 64, now it's 128. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I don't get that math. I don't get it. But it did jump up in power quite a bit. I am seeing that. So I think we're probably good. We're probably producing enough power. But I can't put any more in there right now until I craft up more power things. But that does seem to be, I mean, that's as high as you can get this with the tier 9 and the deep dark. So yeah, so this works with the inputting it. Again, we could just change this to 4 times, which I might. So it'll just dump it all in at once. But I'm going to leave that because this might be a bit too high. I think we're good. I'm going to craft up 2 more. I think we're going to craft up 2 more Eye of Harmonies, though, to produce power. So we'll get up to 8 on Mars, and then there's the one right here is the regular one. But all right, cool. We've also had them running for quite a few hours, and yeah, we are starting to get a decent chunk now. I think that's the most we've. No, we've had a little bit more than that, haven't we? But that's a. We're finally getting that at a relatively decent amount. All right, cool. So there is that. I'm going to continue, I think, to figure out how I want to go about doing this. We may, like I said, switch all this over, but I would like to finish sorting out a few things. Yeah, before we do it completely. I think we'll definitely do. We need the plasmas. We definitely need the plasmas in a digital singularity, I believe. Yeah, I think we'll do that. Because, yeah, this is quite annoying, to be honest. Having that weirdness with the fluids. How it doesn't show up, like it doesn't show up on the main network. That is definitely, definitely annoying. All right, but yeah, I will continue doing that. And like I said, before I do the next chunk, I think we're going to work on switching this all over. So I got to change the recipes to include the fluid and then switch these all to docking input buses and hatches. Anyway, that's going to be it for today. Thanks for watching and have a good one.